Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. So it is Emily, and I am back with another budgeting video. So I'm gonna make this really quick because it is Saturday, February the 5th, and I am out. I'm on my way out to do a couple of housing consultations for my side hustle. So, for my newbies, I have a side hustle that I do on the side, which is cleaning houses. So I have a neighborhood that has requested my services in their home. So I am going out for a consultation with about 4 clients today. So, well, 4 future possible clients, I should say that. But and then I will be going to work at the school. So for my newbies, my name is Emily. I am a custodian here for the local school district here in South Carolina. And this is a low income budgeting channel. I do cash stuffing and sinking funds, as well as what you see here is my paycheck budget. So this is my rent paycheck, and you won't see utilities on here. So this check, I typically pay my rent and my phone, my after school, and do any kind of cash envelopes and sinking funds that I can do. Now this check was a little bit more. I typically don't make this much money. My checks is usually for 2 weeks, but I explained in my previous videos that my employer is trying to move us from getting paid 2 weeks to every week. So they are trying to get us caught up. So this check is for 4 weeks of pay, okay? So I brought home $1,763.83, okay? So I'm not sure when they're going to actually get us fully moved over to a week, every week, but as of the schedule right now, it paid us for 4 weeks, and the next pay period, which will be February the 14th, I'll be getting paid for 3 weeks. So they gonna get it worked out somewhere, y'all. It's a payroll thing, okay? So for 4 weeks, I paid $1,763.83. A typical paycheck for 2 weeks is usually $906. So as you can see, this is more. So for rent, my rent was $400 this time. I usually pay $460, but I had a $60 credit in the rent office. So in order to use that credit, I'm only paying $400. Okay, for my newbies, my rent is this low because I live in public housing. I am a single mom on income-based housing here in where I live at, and I live in public housing. So my rent is based upon my income, y'all. So and that means that I get a government subsidy on my rent. So I think my unit rents out for about $800, and I pay $460 of it, and the government subsidizes and pays the rest of it. Okay, and I am currently saving for a home to get out of public housing, and we'll talk about that in another video. But that is why my rent is so low. Phone for me is $50. Phone for my daughter is $50. My daughter is 10, and she leaves and goes different places. So she does have her own phone, and it's $50. After school, that's where my daughter goes after she gets out of school. She goes to the after school. It's $35 a week plus $1 processing. So I'm paying for 2 weeks, and that was $71. Grocery got an increase because I usually do 120 on grocery. I did 150 this time. Try to get a little extra grocery in here, and things are going up, y'all. So I'm gonna have to up the grocery budget. Period. Okay. Gas for 2 weeks got $70. It used to get $60, and I put in extra $10 for inflation. So gas got $60. Laundry got $30. Laundry usually gets $20, but I had for 2 weeks, so I do $10 a week. But laundry received $30 because I had extra things that I need to wash. Okay, so my personal category is for like things like personal hygiene items, and I put in $10 for that. Household items receive $30. Miscellaneous is for my unbudgeted items. It receives $60. So I put in $60 in my unbudgeted. And I usually do $30, but because I had the extra $60 for not paying on my rent, I went ahead and put it into my unbudgeted category here. So miscellaneous got $60 this time. Eat out got its usual $20 for 2 weeks. Okay, so the next 3 items is for my daughter. My daughter had a refund from Amazon, and I had actually spent that refund on getting extra groceries for us last pay period, because we had a snowstorm, and she was also sick, and she was at home for a week, so I had to put extra groceries in the house. So when she had got that refund, because she had to return the item for Christmas, I had spent it, so I'm giving her that money back, which is $50. She gets $10 for 2 weeks of allowance, so I gave her $10 for that. And then I put $80 towards getting her hair done, professionally braided. Okay? Okay, then I budgeted out $30 for co-workers' lunch. We do a lunch at work, and so it was my turn to pay. And I budgeted out $30 for that, okay? And I'm going to actually tell you that I didn't end up spending $30 on it. I actually just ended up spending about $12. So I had about, and I'm just estimating it, because it was like $11 and some change, but I ended up having $18 left out of this, and I did go ahead and put that into my 52-week challenge, okay? So I didn't really spend the whole $30 on here. I did, like, I bought pizza, and it was like $11 and some change. So I had approximately like $18 left, and I did end up putting that $18 into my 52-week challenge, okay? Buffer. So I told you guys in my last video I needed to keep a $100 buffer in my account for these phones right here, because I usually have a situation where I have to borrow the money to pay for the phones. So I'm gonna start keeping a $100 buffer in my account for that reason. So that's what I did. I took out $100 to keep in my account, because my phones usually come out before this paycheck. This paycheck comes in on the 28th, and my phones for some reason are coming out on the 26th. And at one point in time, they were coming out on the 30th and 31st. I don't know what happened with Straight Talk, but they started coming out earlier. So with that being said, I need a $100 buffer so that I'll be able to pay for these phones before this paycheck, okay? So I took out $100, put it into my account for that reason. Vacations got $20. Housing is really my house saving funds. It got $50. This is one of my top priority sinking funds right now, because I just told you guys I'm going to scoop this up, y'all. I told you guys I am trying to move out of public housing. So housing, if I don't have money for any other sinking fund, housing is the top priority one. That and car savings is my top priority right now. Okay, so housing got $50. Medical received $20 for medical. I do have a upcoming lab that is coming up at my job. They're having like a clinic to come to my job where they're going to draw blood, and they're going to have other tests that is optional, such as getting your thyroid checked, diabetes. And so I want to get my thyroid checked because I never had it checked. So that is going to be $10. So I did put in $20 in my medical sinking fund to cover that, or another test that I may want to do that I'm going to have to pay for. Okay, so car savings received $40. So car savings for me is, I currently drive a 2007 Kia Sportage. It has 204,000 miles on it. So Moet, that's her name, she has miles on her. She's still running pretty good. I do maintenance on her to maintain her, but I do know that eventually I will have to get another car, or her motor or her transmission may go out. So I may decide to just repair those, or I might decide to just get a whole nother car itself. It just depends on when that time comes. But I put in $40 into my funds for a new to me used car. And y'all, so I usually buy my cars outright with cash, because I am on a low income and I cannot afford a car payment, because that's extra money a month, as well as extra insurance to insure it full coverage. But these cars, we have a car shortage of used cars right now, and because of something with a chip shortage or whatever. So the prices of used cars are going up. So I pray that Moet lasts another year or two so that I can get this car savings up to about $5,000, because I only paid $24 for her, but cars are now a lot higher than that. Everything is up, y'all. Everything is going up. Everything. Okay, car maintenance. So like I was just explaining, I do have to maintain my car. She needs oil change right now, one tire rotation. I need to get CB axles, and so yeah, so I'm saving right now for car maintenance, and I should have the rest of that money in a couple of weeks when I get my taxes done. So I did put in $30 into car maintenance. So my top priority sinking funds right now is housing, car savings, and car maintenance. Those are going to get off top, and then whatever I have after that, then it will go to other categories. Okay, so my next thing, I put in $30 into the 52-week challenge. Now, I made a 52-week challenge box, and I am saving, and I put in $30 into my 52-week challenge, and then I went in and put an extra $18 from the co-worker's lunch. So what I had left over from co-worker's lunch, I went in and put it in to the 52-week challenge box, y'all. So when you see my next video, which I've already pre-recorded my cash stuffing for this paycheck. I already did the video. I just haven't uploaded it yet. But that next cash stuffing, you will see where I filled more envelopes. And that's because I did take extra money and stuff those envelopes outside of this $30 you see, okay? All right, so the last amount that I had left was $382.83. That's what I had left out of this check. And I used that money to pay off that furniture. So for y'all people that have been watching, y'all know that I did purchase some new furniture. And I was trying to do this little program that Ashley Furniture had, because it was supposed to actually boost my credit, but it did not, and I didn't see it reflecting much on my credit, and I didn't see a major change in it. But I did get them. I had the money up, and then I started pinching off the money. So I had to place this money back for my furniture payoff. So I took the $382.83 and put it with the money that I had in my account for it. and I did pay the furniture off. So I outright own my couch and my table now. And I did pay it off within the 3 months so that I didn't incur any interest. But I'm going to tell you about that. I was pissed because the representative gave me a payoff amount when she did my contract, but she failed to tell me, because I had the protection plan, that it was actually going to be more than what she had highlighted as the payoff. So what all the thing that I had is what she told me and highlighted in the contract. But I ended up paying an extra $109. And as you can see, I didn't have that money budgeted. I didn't have that money in my account. So I had to go over and take $109 out of my emergency fund because of her negligence. And she didn't tell me that it was going to be more than what the actual quoted payoff was. So with that being said, I did have to take $109 out of my emergency fund, and I will be putting that money back slowly into my emergency fund. And even when my taxes come in, I'm gonna get it back to $1,000, because I had the $1,000, I had to take out $109. You do the math to see where it's sitting at. And yeah, so that's just that on that. And I will say, I would never ever do that again. If I don't have the cash money right up front, I'm not going to put it on a card or participate in any of those in-store financing, because it ended up being with the company called Rent-A-Center. And y'all may or may not have heard of Rent-A-Center. Rent-A-Center is a company that basically you rent to, and you pay for your furniture as you have it in your house. They bring it to your house and you basically pay on the furniture. And if it's not paid off within a certain amount of time, they charge you a lot of interest. So you might have some furniture that you're supposed to pay $1,600 for, but if you pay it down monthly, you might end up paying about $4,000 or $5,000 for it. And I think that is absolutely ridiculous. So I will not be doing that again. I did just pay, it was $1,600 for the furniture. I didn't have any interest or anything because I paid it off in the 3-month time frame with no interest. But like I said, I did not like, because I had to pay extra $109 for the furniture protection plan. She did not explain to me that it was going to be an extra fee on the back end of that. So that's that, y'all. I hope y'all guys enjoyed my videos. Thank you for all of my new subscribers. Thank you for all of my oldies and my day ones. And I really appreciate you guys for leaving me really nice comments and coming over here to check on me and Ashton. I really, really appreciate it, you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I have a couple of work assignments that I have to do today on this good Saturday. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys later.